fuck talking. Ain't no chit chat, you touch mine, it's fuck yours. Get my lick back, we pulled up and doubled down. Yeah, we hit back, then party hard and drink up, nigga.
What's up? What's up?
Yo. What's popping with you, bro?
I cannot call it. Technical difficulties after technical difficulties after technical difficulties.
Tell me about
Bro,
it.
I have been fighting with this entire laptop setup. I have been fighting with the phone setup, everything else. But anyways, welcome to Kickstands Down with your boy Frost and Who You Be.
You already know who it is. It's your man Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully. And we outside, man. Coming here to bring you another episode of KSD. Before we get started, we want to let everybody know, for the new viewers and the viewers, the current viewers, and the day one viewers. This is a show about our thoughts and opinions, a podcast, our thoughts and opinions only. It has nothing to do with our prospective clubs and or who we may or may not be associated with. So just want to let you know, when you come in here, it's your thought. It's your thought that counts. So let's make it work.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So, you want to hit them with the famous disclaimer?
That's what I just did.
I mean,
Tighten up.
damn, I didn't mean disclaimer. With the with what tonight's show is going to be about?
Well, if you were able to pay attention to the first episode that we had with this gentleman that's going to be introduced in just a second, um, we're gonna. This is round two. So episode two. Last time we got into it, we were talking about who he was. I mean, who he is. Excuse me. What he's done, what he's a part of, and then he also was dropping some jewels about health. Right. So I don't want to give away too much information, but we got a guy by the name of Mr. William Ryals, aka Surf, who's going to dive in with another episode called Part Two of a Healthy Digest. I would like to say.
Gratitude, gratitude. Make sure you all can see me clearly. I'm in the office, as you all can see.
Absolutely, absolutely. Welcome, brother. Welcome, man. Thank you for coming back for round two for another delicious serving of what you got to explain to the public, man. For everybody who doesn't know of what episode we're talking about, Mr. Surf here, man. If you don't mind, just give them a quick rundown of who you are, what you do, and what you will hope to accomplish.
Well, my name is William Surf Riles. I'm originally from Chicago, and I am the creator and founder of We Ride Biker for Life by Rael. I'm the first quote-unquote African American artist to create an all-inclusive biker art series. So I'm officially the first African American biker artist to document real biker stories and put them in artistic form, along with a clothing line and a show on YouTube called We Ride Biker for Life, the series.
And also his
I'm
TikTok.
also, and also on TikTok, you said, yes, right, thanks. Thanks for telling, I forgot. I also have a page on TikTok. It's the We Ride BFL, and the health page, which is We Ride for a Cure. And that's also on YouTube as well. So both entities have something in common. The my artwork, and then the same year that I created this brand, I was diagnosed with stage 2 colon cancer, and from there I ended up utilizing this medium to continue moving forward, um, staying alive, of course. But around that time, I got to meet the late great Dr. Sabi and another great man who was my elder and my teacher, and he taught me what it takes to beat cancer and to get your life back in order. And through that, through the artwork, through the biker community, which I love to death, and being almost, well, close to 7 years cancer free come next month, And last week we're celebrating 10 years of We Ride Biker for Life. So We Ride Biker for Life is officially 10 years old. And since then, I've been painting and helping people with their health, and a lot of great things have happened during this journey. I went from just trying to be an airbrush artist to a health counselor, and I'm celebrating 5 people as of today, reversing cancer naturally, going through the 120-day process I like to call the regimen, based off of a video that 7 million people seen on TikTok. So this is my other work, health awareness.
I got a question for you, man. So the um, we ride for life, correct?
We ride biker for life. Yeah.
So how did you come up with that concept? Because the last time that we had opportunity to talk with you, I remember a unique story that you said about a bus. And there was a cop involved, or several. You mind sharing that story again for us?
Okay, so here's the story behind that. I was in I was in Kansas City. Kansas City was the main supporters of the brand, like one of the biggest supporters. I call that my second home. Okay, shout out to the Chiefs too. Um, on my way home, my friend Taboo, I stayed with her on my way home. We had to get on a Greyhound bus by way that takes us to St. Louis, and then it takes us to Chicago. So I got 3 tote bags and tote boxes, and ironic because right behind me is 3 tote boxes full of clothing. Um, oh, by the way, I got y'all shirts too. So on en route towards the Greyhound, the bus was leaving at 10:25. I never forget that because they always had the same time. 10:25. At 10 o'clock, they had police officers there, and they had a dog in the car, in the truck, the police car. And the dog is going off. So it alarmed the police officers. So the police officers get out and they go check out the situation. The dog was a drug dog. It's sniffing something. They ended up taking everything out from the bottom of the Greyhound bus. They found the bag. So they asked everybody who was on this bus because they had an hour layover. And so everybody got searched. They found the person who had the bag and everything. But before anybody got on this bus, everybody had to open up their packages so that they could see what was in there. So by this time, it's a nice amount of police officers there, and we all in this line. It's 10:30. So nobody got on the bus for about an hour and a half. And then they searched my bags. So I got these 2 police officers sitting there asking me, is there anything you want to tell us you got in these bags? I got 2 tote boxes. Matter of fact, my computer bag and another bag full of clothes. So I'm loaded. Everything is taped down. I got to open up this bag. I got to cut the tape from the tote box so they can see. The first box that opened was We Ride Biker for Life shirts. But the officer that was with the other guy that was questioning was looking at me like hard. He was like, so I'm already on what the heck. Soon as the box opened, he see the We Ride shirts because I told him I had clothing and artwork. Soon as he saw that box, this is exactly what he did. I knew it. This is the guy I was telling you about, the biker artist that I was telling you about. Why please tell me you got some 2X's in there? The whole place went silent. So my heart rate going back down, right? Because I'm like, okay, cool. But ever since then, when I go to Kansas by way of Greyhound, the manager on that shift, first thing she says, you got any more art and shirts today? I'm like, yeah, I came back here to do some more work. But I got famous because of that. And the cops bought the shirts, but I couldn't take pictures of them because they was on duty. But that was my moment for We Ride. That was kind of like, this is going to work. This is going to work. So that's my Greyhound story. That's
Hey man,
my Greyhound.
that story is crazy because it's like you never know how or when, you know what I'm saying, that light, that one little gleam of light is gonna pop out there. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
thought for sure, you know what I'm saying, that it was gonna be on a different type time. And I would imagine me too. I would have probably been like when he said aha to you, I'd be like, aha, yeah, he got you. Because they don't say aha just for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Pins and
So,
needles.
but that's super dope though, man. But when did the transition for you? So you got artwork, you got tattoos, right?
The
Where
tattooing,
is
that's how I
the
first got on the set. That's how I first got on the
yeah?
set. Hmm.
That's what I was about to ask you. So is it because I know you're almost or are 7 years colon cancer free, right?
Yeah.
So you started what and what time frame did you start from the bike set? Because I do remember the story slightly because it's been a minute. But when did you transform from biker to tattoo to we ride biker for life?
Well,
Did I do the
I've
timeline
I've been
right?
tattooing since I've been tattooing since 1994. I was one of the first of the 10 black tattoo artists in Chicago. But I've been airbrushing since I was 14. So as of now, it's 36 years since I've been an airbrush artist. When I got on the set, um, I started tattooing. Actually, was at the 2004 Bikers Roundup in Wisconsin, and people saw me do tattoos for the first time there. And when I came back home, that's when I started doing a lot more tattooing, and got a following every time I went to a roundup. And then I started traveling a little bit more. But how people got to know that I was actually airbrushing, I started doing a couple of backdrops as my way of thanking people and doing um, some memorial tanks of some of fallen brothers, and it just picked up from there. When We Ride, that actually picked up, and I'm going to say by way of Kansas City. It didn't really pick up yet um, in Chicago until like maybe the year that I got sick, like a little bit, a couple of months after I got sick, and I started doing events with the clothing and stuff like that. And the first successful run that I had was in March of 2015. Um, I did a really big event with Next Level MC, and then it was the Dirty Dozen, and that's what really propelled me because they actually got to see me do a painting of one of their members, Slick, in one of my paintings. Is called "And Just One More Thing." Okay, and at that time it was only 7 murals at the time. Um, the first event was the Harley Boys. Their event, that was the very first event that I did, and it was successful for what it was worth. And that was literally a 2 weeks before I found out I got sick, that I had cancer. So it kind of started from there. But in March of 2015, right before I went to the hospital the second time, and that's when the healing process became real to me. I got to see how this stuff was really working. Okay. It was Next Level, and it was the Dirty Dozens annuals. And I really, really pushed hard. I had my first successful event. Came 2016, it got even better. That's when people started realizing, man, he's really doing this. He's really doing this. And between those time periods, I studied a lot. I interviewed like 10 different clubs. I did a painting for a friend of mine named Gentleman Tony of Sin City. It was an actual photo shoot that turned into a painting. I don't know if you all can see this where I'm at right now, but I'm gonna turn my camera around. This is the first We Ride painting. It may be backwards from where you all looking at, but this is the first We Ride painting. This is called We Ride Cowboys. This is the very first one that I did. And it was just to put something in front of my storefront where all my biker stuff was at. And then it ended up turning into something else, man. There's like people wanted to buy this picture. I didn't want to sell it. So I made like posters. And then a lady came in, she saw it, and she said, I like this one, but you need to do a female version because girls do it better. And that's when it all kicked off, man. And this is the other one. See if it'll pop up. This is Girls Do It Better. And that's an actual biker club. This is a Chaotic Customs clubhouse. So these are actual real people. The picture of my friend Gentleman Tony. See if that'll pop up. There you go. That's my friend, Gentleman Tony. That's the actual, that was from a photo shoot. That's in his garage. He builds bikes. He's famous, man. And we talked about that bike you see right there. He built that bike in his living room, called the Living Room Special. That's his grandson. And that's called Generations. And so in the process of doing all this, I was trying to get a model. My ex-wife, she didn't want to do it. So I was like, well, I had to find a model. This one is Who's Next? And that's my model, Robin. And the guys in the background are a part of Chaotic Customs. So this was like one of the first murals. And this is on my episode 2, the episode called Who's Next? Everybody that's in this picture, you see them in the video of the actual interviews. So these are real stories, man. This story is about a lady. We was at the Hawks annual, and this girl, she was 6'2", thicker than a Snicker, and just cute all over. She was killing everybody on the pool table, everybody. And she popped out. Well, who's next?
Well,
So
ladies and
I painted
gentlemen,
it.
we have another special guest that just popped into the show tonight too, and he'll probably have some questions for you as well, Surf.
Gratitude.
Everybody say hey to Archbishop from over at the Diamond Effect. And, you know, he started his show after ours, and now he's doing 10 times better than us. So, you know, something's paying off over there. Make sure you go check it out. The show's always fire.
Yeah, what's up, people? How y'all doing, man?
What's
Hey,
happening? What's happening
hey,
here, bro?
Man. Just just moving around, man, working on this next week's show. You know, I was hollering at y'all earlier, so I figured I'd pop in and say hello to everybody. And I heard about you, sir, so I wanted to check you out and see what you was talking about. Hell, I may have you do a little something for me.
gratitude. Gratitude.
And see, he's got family down there by you too.
Okay.
So where's he
Yeah,
at?
well, Surf is out of Chicago, but he's got family down by you over by the OCC spot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like 10 minutes away.
Okay.
10 minutes away. And I know they just closed this place down in Ybor City in Tampa. It was called Elmer's Cafe. But I had paintings in there since 94 because I used to live out there. And I think they just closed it down about a month ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what's
Didn't
up.
you say you sir, didn't you say I forgot what the name of the restaurant was, but we were having a conversation off screen, and I was telling you we was going down to Tampa to shoot the movie. Oh, commercial break. We ain't getting paid for it, but we still gonna do it. Riding Dirty coming soon, and you got 3 stars that are on the screen right now that are actually gonna be in it. You got Archbishop, you got Frost, and you got your boy Trouble. So hey, look, y'all be paying attention for that Riding Dirty and them clips coming too. But you said that it's a restaurant that has one of your authentic paintings in it. I believe that's what you told me. Is
Yeah,
that what you told me?
the whole place.
Can
The whole
you discuss that?
Elmer's, it was Elmer's Sports Cafe in Ybor City. Well, I know they're closed now, but if you go there, if you look at the side where they actually had the liquor store part, one of the murals is still on the wall. It's been there since 1994. They actually put a plastic on it and preserved it. If you go inside, into the front door, you're gonna see the original Elmer's Sports Cafe sign that I made. Well, I was there when they put the place together. I was there. I got stories. I remember when the owner messed up his leg because he fell over the stairs that they was welding inside the place. His name is Nathan. So I remember I was there when they first put it together. This was in '94, and they had me paint 10 black and white murals inside the building. So when you walk in, you will actually see all the black and white murals I painted. That was all me. And it's been there since 1994.
Now, is that over by where the road's still brick?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's over by where we was filming at whenever we went down last month then.
Okay.
That's what
And
I
if you
was just
go
about to say.
and down the way, you're gonna see the area where they filmed the Punisher movie with John Travolta. There is a all tile building. It's a restaurant now, but I used to work in there. I used to paint portraits of people for their funerals on tile. They will order the tile, they would lay them out. I would airbrush their portraits. That's what I was famous for down there, painting people's portraits. But I was airbrushing them. And we'll take the enamel base and I will paint the portraits of the person on a different type of tile. They will cut it and they will put it in the tombstones if the people couldn't afford to get it sandblasted. So that's what I used to do. And then I used to paint the cars, murals on the cars. It went from there to doing the cars, to doing the murals. I did some celebrities down there. I even got a story about Prince. He gave me a birthday gift down there. Me and him 2 days apart for our birthdays. His birthday is the same as my dad. So I've had a lot of memories down there. So I would do a person's car in 24 hours. I'll paint a portrait in 3 hours. It take people weeks to do. I battled a guy down there who had a car shop. He bought 4 cars. I had 20. Whipped them. So I got memories. Even Luke Skywalker used to mess with me down there. I wasn't even surf anymore down there. They called me the beeper man because I would airbrush everybody's beepers the same color of their cars. But yeah, those are my memories, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Frost, what you got for?
Sorry, I was down in the comments putting "We Ride Bikers for Life" and giving Bishop and Surf a shout out for being here with us tonight. Something that I don't know because we had technical difficulties last time he was on the show, so I don't know if we got to get into that. But you got a book and stuff too. Now, see, the problem with dealing with Surf. Let me go ahead and tell y'all because I've already learned this. People keep asking me, "Well, what's he do?" And it's a hard answer because what I've come to find out is that if you can think it, this man's doing it. He's got the clothing line. He's got the airbrushing. He's got the tattooing. He's got the We Ride show. He's got the artwork. Like, you name it, he's into it. Not to mention he's got his health regimen that he's selling to people and doing everything for Power Water, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he said that,
well, I do one for you guys to see.
All right. And he told me earlier that someone's been on the regiment for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And their numbers are already coming down for their blood pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's what I need. And he started talking to me about it and everything, trying to get me into that whole health thing. But as y'all know, I'm a fat man. I like my food. And I don't know if I can give that up that easy.
Hold on, y'all.
Hey, what's wrong with you, yo? You always gotta let somebody know that you overweight, man. It's crazy, yo. Hey, look, they only see you from the neck up, bro. Oh, there you go. There you go. You done gave it away. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's short and stout. He's one of the Keebler F's. He's coming to a TV screen near you.
But if you tip me over, I'll knock your ass out.
Yeah.
But this is what it is. This, if you all can see that, this is my product. This is one of them. This is my Power Water supplements, and I start all of my clients on this first because you may have a condition. Let's say this condition is called cancer, and they tell you that they're saying that you have this. And so when the client comes to me, I don't want to tell them, well, you need to take this, you need to do this, you need to do this. What I tell them to do first is have you detox. Let's do a detox first for 21 days. Okay. And after the 21 days, after taking this and some of the powders, which is my stage one, then you go back and you get checked out again, do your scans and see what they're saying, because most of the issues that you're having after 21 days begin to change. So why spend $250 to $500 for my services when all you need to do is spend $125 and you good? Then we start off with a simple regimen. We learn about your blood type. We learn about why the symptoms are popping up the way that it is. Because after a certain amount of time, if it is what they're saying it is, your mission is to work with your body for 120 days, changing everything, creating a new diet, creating a new system of how you're going to operate during this time. Because after 4 months, those symptoms begin to die off. And that's what I teach. So I give them a basic instructions. But before we go into, as Kanye West said, DEFCON orange or whatever they call it, we just want to go through the basics. Because I can tell you to take chemotherapy, but you may not need chemotherapy. And I'm totally against chemo. I'm totally against radiation. My elder taught me how to make this. This is my version of, this is a replacement for chemo and radiation. You give your body 120 days, your body is going to show you what it's capable of doing. And my first client had lung cancer. They showed me after 40 days, his tumor went down 80%. His lungs was clean 90%. He went from 113 pounds to 135 pounds within that time period. From February, it was February 13th, 2022 to April of 2022. He went from 113 pounds, skin and bones, to literally sending me a picture of him riding his motorcycle. So it works as long as you apply it. So it requires you to do some study. It requires you to start eliminating certain things from your life. But just like a bodybuilder, I used to be a lightweight bodybuilder. I just got back into the weights. I'll tell a person in a minute, you do not want to go through what I went through and expect for your life to be normal. So just go through the process, do it the right way, and you won't have to go through the side effects of what I went through. Now, I'm grateful. I made it through it. It took several years for people in my family to realize what I was learning actually worked. And I got the pictures to prove it. But now I got people that's actually sending me testimonies and showing me that it worked. And I'm still working with them to this day. Okay, family members, especially those that got COVID. I created a formula that gets it out of you in 72 hours, and it worked. I've had over 250, now close to 250 people I helped with COVID. It works. Okay. I got a product for diabetes. It works, but you got to put in the work. But my biggest victory is cancer. Like when I'm a A1 sniper, one shot, one kill. That's my goal. So I stay adamant on that. Because when I learned about something.
Why don't you tell a little bit about your book coming out too?
The book is called F.U. I'm Not Dying, My Cancer Story. And it is not just my story, it's a manual. So my goal is when people purchase it, I'm trying to get it where you can get it on a hardback. But what I decided I was going to do is I was going to put it on a USP port. You buy it, you not only get the book, but you get the lessons. You get the course. You get the regiment manual, and if you get the Bay package, you get the Ammo Pack supplements and the Power Water supplements all together, and you get the immune system T tinctures. So you get it, it's a package. You also get the blood chart that's for you. You get a calendar for your manual because I require everybody, if you're going to do it, dedicate 21 days and I show you step by step. So it's not just the book, it's the lessons, it's the course. If you got anybody that got cancer, I show you how to work with them, with the power teams, the smoothie combinations, the best foods to help you with cancer. And I mean, it's over 400 pages if you add everything up. But you can go
And
into
how can they
each
get it?
level, and then you just inbox me. It'll be available on the 15th of March because that's the day I was diagnosed cancer free. So I'm doing it on March 15th. So if anybody wants it, inbox me. Well, you can go to 773-551-2904. Just text me and I'll send you the video on how you can get it when it's available. And I think
I'll put all
it's
that
one of my best.
information on the page too, on the Kickstands Down, and in the comments after the show.
Okay.
And Bishop, you said you had a
Yeah.
question, right?
Yeah. I do have a question, sir.
Go ahead.
So being the fact that you're talking about the talking about cancer and whatnot, so
Mm-hmm.
there's a bunch of different um, things health wise, well, on the healthy side that they said that you could do. Like, let's go down the list. Like you say, you got black seed oil, you got turmeric and
Correct.
ginger, you got apricot seeds,
Correct.
goji. So now, other than the detox, which is first, like you're right. Everybody should do a detox. You'd be surprised about what all you actually done stored in your body over a period of time. But just on the ones that I just mentioned, is there one in particular that's stronger than the other? Like for instance, when I was reading about the apricot seeds, it said that there was a European um, group. I forget the name right off, but all they ate was apricot seeds, and in that particular area, like nobody there ever caught cancer in that area because all they ate was apricot seeds. So
I
is
think
there
that's in the
like
brain.
there you go, you're right. So is there one particular thing that you could take, or like is one stronger than the other one? Say like apricot seeds is better than taking turmeric and ginger, or turmeric and ginger is better than black seed. You know what I mean? Or goji is like in between. So if you had like a list from like 1 to 5, I mean, how would you rate those?
That's a really good question, and I'm glad you asked that. So I'm gonna break it down like this. Before you take anything, and I'm about to give you this advice from my elder, my late elder, Doc Williams, explained it to me. If you go to get your fluids changed in your car, you don't put the same gas in, say, we're gonna say Harley Davidson. You never put an 87 or 89 gas or octane in a Harley Davidson. It's gonna mess up the performance. Okay. However, you may be able to put 87 and 89 in a Honda with no problem. But the engine type and the way that it was put together is a little bit different. It requires a better, or I guess a stronger gas octane, quote unquote, for the performance of the bike. Okay, you have your transmission may not function properly on an 87, but it may do good on a Vulcan. So you got to be careful about that. So that's the same way as your blood type. I can tell you take apricot seed kernels, but if you do too much of it, you can actually damage your liver.
Mhm.
You can take things like echinacea, but you're only supposed to take it for 7 days, then give your body a break, then go back at it again. So all of these things work good. However, everyone is different. So learning your blood type first before you attempt to do this stuff would benefit you, because some people can't take elderberry. Elderberry helps with COVID. But if you can't take elderberry, what do you use instead? You can use mullein, or you probably can use both, but you need to check your blood type. And it works differently for people who may have diabetes than a person who doesn't have diabetes. So it's important to study your blood type before you make an attempt to use any of this stuff, because it doesn't matter what you take. You can go to Dr. Savy, deal with him directly. He give you your formula. But if you don't know your blood type, you may have an allergic reaction and end up having measles-like bumps all over your body because you overdid it.
Gotcha.
So black seed oil is beautiful. Black seed oil, I use it. But you can probably just use ginger and honey and a pinch of cayenne pepper, and it'll have the same effect. And then if you use black seed oil, you may just need a couple of drops. Some people take a whole teaspoon and you overdo it. Okay. But again, it depends on your blood type. But
I forgot my
all those,
recipe. What was it that you told me I needed earlier? I forgot it.
okay. What we was talking about, I told him some lime juice, fresh lime juice, water, a little baking soda, and I'm going to even add this on there to it as well. A pinch of cayenne pepper. Drink that first thing in the morning. It wakes up your cells, but it also helps get rid of gas. It also gets rid of rubbish in your stomach if you're trying to lose weight. That helps out as well. And eat pineapples if you're able to eat them.
Mm. See, now you hear different stuff about the pineapple though, because it contains acid. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
I got acid reflux, so I don't eat a lot of, so I don't eat fruit that contains acid, like oranges, pineapples, stuff
Okay.
like that. We don't eat, but you know what I mean. Of course, you can't, because now though, with all this GMO and everything, you don't know what's what anyway. So half of that
Absolutely.
ain't really real anyway. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. So if you have an acid reflux issues, get you some if you can do coconut and aloe vera water. You can take a teaspoon of coconut oil a couple of times a day and see how that helps out with that. And
You said
what's your iron
coconut
look like?
oil?
He
Yes,
got the best
coconut
remedy
oil.
right there in his hand. That's my
What's that?
favorite
What's that?
remedy. I said Bishop got the best remedy right there in his hand. That's my favorite remedy.
Yeah, that's that cure all
Okay.
right there. You know? That cures what ails you right there. No, but
Yeah, but
said-
aloe vera and coconut oil.
and he was talking about the blood type and knowing your blood type. So is it like something that, like, let me see, how can I word this? Okay, let me give you an example. So like I'm B positive. So is there something that, like, okay, dealing with that particular blood type, that you can focus more on this, don't take this. You know what I mean? Because like for instance, like supplement wise,
Yep.
you
Matter of
like
fact,
I take seed oil, I take sea
yeah.
moss, I take multivitamin, I do zinc, I do vitamin C, I do that. Starting with the S, stuff that came out that
Well, while I'm on,
no, it's in a little bottle. It's like the black. It's thick. Look like almost like tar. You mix it with, what is it? Starts with an S. I forget the name of it. I don't have it in front of me. It's like a weird name. I forget the name of it. I don't have it in front of me. It's like weird, and I forget. Anyway,
Somebody got some feedback.
it's a bunch of different supplements that I take.
Shilajit.
There you go. It's a bunch of different stuff that I take all the time. But dealing, you said you deal with blood and stuff like that, and certain stuff that you can take that works better, particularly, depending on your blood type. So with that particular type, what is it that I should be taking, and what is I shouldn't be?
All right, so
I had to mute due to feedback.
Okay, unmute him because he's talking. Okay, unmute him because he's talking.
let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So I'm going to give you a quick course when I'm on when I counsel, because I'm in the office when I actually do my consultations. So you're a B, right? I'm going to break down exactly why you're having that acid issue. All right. First off, if you eat the following, it's going to cause problems: shrimp, catfish, lobster, sea bass, crab. You eat any of that, it's going to cause some problems. And I'm going to break down why it's causing problems. All right. Let's say your blood flows like this. Okay. Every 45 minutes, your blood goes into your entire body. When you whatever food you eat, it breaks down and it goes through your bloodstream, and your bloodstream feeds your cells. Okay. So whatever you've eaten, it has been broken down by way of acidity, the right way. But when it goes into your bloodstream and it's going through all of your cells and feeding your body what it needs, so it goes to your hands, your joints, everything, it's creating an acidic reaction. So that acidic reaction is going through your blood, is going through your heart, and your heart is pumping this out, and it's going to every part of your body. So you're getting an acidized version of what the blood is supposed to be feeding your cells. And so when it breaks down into your stomach, it's not compatible. So the body has to find a way to get this through your body without it breaking down. And that's where the acidity comes from. So you're breaking down stuff and you're having this quote unquote acid reflux here. It's because the body is trying to digest something that is not even supposed to be in your body by way of your blood type. The same way if you put the wrong type of gas in your car, it's going to start, it's not going to perform like it's supposed to. So that's why you eat according to your blood type. So I know people a lot of people who are B, they eat the wrong fish, which is basically the scavenger fishes. So you're eating something that's eating the leftovers that the sea has produced, and now you're eating it. I'm trying not to be as graphic with that situation, but I can really go there with that one. So kind of like, in the best way to explain it, imagine you eating properly cooked manure, and now you
Right.
digesting it.
Right.
Well, all right.
I hate to put
I
it
see
that way,
trouble look off on
but
that one.
that's kind of like that's what's happening. And so anything that is defecated is acidic. And unfortunately, it has been turned into a delicacy, and we're suffering from it. That's why it's important to find out your blood type. Your healing factors would increase 50% doing so. And I learned that again the hard way.
Mhm.
I got you. Hey, there's a question. We got one of our viewers. Huck, what up? He was up here last week. Did you mute it? All right, cool. He was up here last week, chopping it up with us. But he had a question for you. Anything that can help people with blood thinners?
Uh, Beet juice, absolutely perfect. Dandelions, absolutely perfect. I just actually picked up some yesterday because I made me a power salad. Garlic, absolutely perfect if you can eat it. There is a simple elixir that everyone can make, that if you use this and you put it in green tea every morning, this helps. So I gotta give you two of them. I just spoke up on one. Get you some fresh limes, get you some spring water, drink that first thing in the morning. That's number one. Anybody can do that. Okay. You can make an elixir with honey, cayenne pepper, just a pinch, cinnamon, and turmeric. And then get you some fresh garlic. But before you put the garlic in the mixture, you want to open up the garlic and cut it first. And let it sit out for 15 minutes, because once the oxygen hits the inner part of the garlic, it activates it. Okay? And then after that happens, you want to mince it. Mince it as much as you can. Squeeze it, and then put it in that mix, cover it, put it in the refrigerator. And in the very next morning, take a little bit of it and put it in your tea like a cough drop. Stir it, let it melt in there, and drink that. Natural elixir. It helps open up blood vessels, help thin the blood if you're having issues with your blood. That's the easiest thing you can do. And you can get that to your kids. If you got children, you get that to your children. Just a little bit of it. Make it like a tea. Stir it in there. Have them drink a shot of it. And for the adults, get some vodka. Get a shot of vodka and mix that in there and drink that straight. That's an immune booster right there.
I got a question for you. What about, now it's not me, but I do know people suffer from migraine headaches frequently, right? I know that there's thousands of pills that the doctors will tell you to take. But what would you say as far as what would help decrease, or what would help alleviate those migraines from even starting? If there's something that can be done.
That dealt with that. Problem with that is most of the people who have migraine issues, if they do this on a regular basis, that would alleviate the problem. First off, when I in 2016, I had like migraine issues, but I kind of found out I was dehydrated, and that made me think. If I'm suffering from a migraine-like symptom, because people say they feel like a sharp pain here and in the back of their eye, dehydration. You're not getting enough electrolytes in your body, because wherever you think, it sparks off from the brain to the part that needs to move, and it moves as fast as the speed of light, that quick. Okay? So there's a miscommunication in the brain because it's not getting enough oxygen by way of water. Studies have shown, this is from my personal study, they're not drinking enough water. They're aggravating their liver. There's not enough blood flow. There's not enough oxygen hitting the brain. They're thinking about something. They're overstressed out. Bow. They're having pain issues. So you have to make sure that you're drinking enough water. You must get some electrolytes in your system. And we all know that this food is not as nutritious as it needs to be. Clean the blood. It reduces a lot of those problems. Okay? Here's another technique. Go to get an acupuncture. Make an appointment for acupuncture. An acupuncture specialist can give you the direct area where your problem is. Here's a little exercise that people can do. Pardon my hands, I just finished painting. Frost, you saw the mural that I did at the daycare. Right in between your hand, right here. You're going to press down for 10 seconds. Hold your breath. 10 seconds if you can do it. And as you're doing that, you're going to make small circles right in this area. This is going to open you up. Okay? You should start feeling a tight sensation in your muscles and in your shoulders, and sometimes right up in here. Okay? And after doing that for 10 seconds, exhale. And then you want to take your take your fingers and press and make 4 small circles from your thumb, then go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The goal is to do that 4 times, both hands. After you do that, you should start feeling the blood flow all up in here and going down. You just opened up that region where you're having that problem at. It takes time for it to do. The best way to do it is to drink some water before you do it. That shows that you're dealing with anxiety issues. That means that you're not getting pampered, and I mean that in the right way. Get a massage, soak your feet, relax. We're overstressed. We have a lot of uric acid for those who eat a lot of meat. We're not soaking our feet. We're not giving our pores time to breathe and to sweat. And this will end up causing a lot of problems. We're overly stressed out. The brain is thinking consistently. We don't pause. Okay? So for those who may have migraine issues, clean your blood. Do a 7-day no meat diet, all vegetables, things like watercress, kale, cilantro. Those help clean the blood. It gets poisons and metals out of your body. Okay? You can also get a product called colloidal gold and colloidal silver. For those with migraines, colloidal gold is good for the neurons, for the brain function. Colloidal copper, it helps with the skin, nails, hair, proper blood flow. Right? Little stuff like that, and it will last you a long time. The study, but also because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm a survivor. I practice a holistic lifestyle, so I'm consistently studying. Those little tools will help you along the way. Dedicate 21 days, and you will see the difference. It helps. And I just seen a message on there that says, "What about fasting periodically?" Absolutely correct. You're supposed to fast at least once a week.
Water
I fast
fasting.
twice a week. Water fasting, absolutely. Now me, I sometimes I fast with absolutely nothing. Like I do an intense fast, 3 days, no food, no water. Now I've been doing this since I was a teenager. Okay, so those little things you can do, but everyone should fast at least once a week. That's one of the secrets of the Bible. You read how it says that on the 7th day, God rested from all of his work, quote unquote. That's 144 hours that your body is active. After 144 hours, you need to give your body a 24-hour break from food so that your body can completely get rid of anything that's in there. And if you do it twice a week, you won't have a problem with weight. You won't have a problem with certain things such as diabetes. You won't have certain problems like what I found out. If you do a detox every 3 months, colon cancer will not enter into your body. Just that simple. Because the colon repairs itself in 7 days.
I got a question for you.
Good.
So, as all of the followers from Kickstands Down knows, thank you. Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully up here, my wonderful co-host, has a Mental Health Mondays on his Facebook page. And we were trying to get you, as you know, to come on the 1st of February, but you had a loss, you wasn't able to make it and all that kind of stuff, and we gave our condolences from the show and personally. But how would you feel about coming on the first Monday of every month, following Trouble's mental health with a physical health follow-up on the show?
I'm with it.
I was gonna say you're unmuted.
I'm with it. I don't mind at all. Considering what happened, at the beginning of the month. But I don't mind. I mean, I'm really pushing for that, especially for men. Um, I am advocating the importance because we're on the biker set, and I will say this: one of the biggest things I talked about in my book was my brother Blank. We were both a part of a club called Immortal Souls back in the day. That's still my family. When I was in the hospital the first time, and this is why I love the biker set so much. This is why I love being a part of this culture. Okay. I was supposed to be moving to Florida. I ended up being almost homeless. I was living in my store after my separation with my wife. I was on my way of planning. I was going to move, had a gig already ready to rock and roll. Moving back to Florida, excuse me. Now I'm sitting in a hospital and I don't know what the heck I'm finna do because I don't know what's going on with me. And my boy came in, he asked me, "Where are you going after you leave here?" I said, "I'm going back to the store." He said, "No, man." Like, I mean, where you going? I said, "Bro, I'm going back to the store. I live in the store now." He said, "No, man, you staying with me." First thing came out of his mouth. And I had several people on the set that was like, when you coming to Kansas? I even had two actresses, which I cannot say their names online. They gave me keys to their house and said, "Come on." Okay. But the biker community is the reason why I am still active today. Okay. That is why I express to everyone, listen, you got a club. You are in a club for a reason. Brothers, when you are in trouble, that is what your club is for. That is what your club is for. I don't care if you in-law, outlaw. That is what your club is for. Your clubhouse is your second home. I will go, if I had them, listen, I have a product. I have my own drinks. I got my own vodka. I got my own whiskey. I got my own tequila. I got my own rum. I got um my own version of a Long Island iced tea, and it's all healthy. I would give some of these bottles out to the people because of what they have given me over the last 20 years. Okay? It may be some paper towels, some toilet tissue, just because.
You're talking to a bunch of bikers. Be careful giving out alcohol.
Yeah, but well, this is a healthier alternative, but you get a nice kick too. Okay. But the thing about it is, every clubhouse is your second home. I invite you to my house because I enjoy the family camaraderie. I enjoy sitting down and talking. Sometimes I got to give a shout out to the bros out here, the bros that's out here. One of their members was talking to me when they found out I had got sick. Man, here's my number. Anytime you want to talk to me, man, call me. And he stood true to that. This is what you are emceeing for. You are, and I'm going to code the word. MC means making communications, making connections. This is what this is about. Okay? It's not just because you're riding motorcycles. That's the element. But we got brothers that's been in wars protecting this country that right now cannot get aid and assistance from the country that they were protecting. No excuse for that. No excuse. And they ride motorcycles on a regular basis. So I can't knock anybody for feeling the way that they feel. Because if the I'm sorry, the military gave birth to the MC culture. And if you don't know that, then you need to go to your president, your vice president, your sergeant at arms, or somebody that's been in your club for a long period of time and sit down and actually learn what this is about. If you do not understand that that diamond, and this is for my one percenters, and I said this on the post, it's going to be on an upcoming episode. Your diamond is a graduation cap. That one is the tassel. You represent a graduate of what you live. You are supposed to be able to teach the people why you wear that. You are supposed to sit down and actually show people how to MC correctly. Because when you do that, you're not only protecting them, but you're protecting you from incidents that can occur because you're not being educated properly. The MC world gave me not just that, but they gave me love unconditionally. That's why I love being on this set. And that's why I some of these sets need a reset. Because they're not learning. You are part of a family. What you do, it affects me. And you may not even know it, and vice versa. And I'm still learning. But that was one of the greatest lessons I learned about being an MC. Okay? And it don't mean spending $30,000 on a motorcycle. You got nerds that have traveled all over the place on one bike, and they don't even have a good paint job. And they've done more miles than, than anything. While you sitting up here, Candy Red, Apes, Radio System, you Harley Davidson down to the condom. Okay? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. You're supposed to be able to call. If I need my bike fixed, there's no reason why I shouldn't have 10 people that fix bikes that I can be able to call. If I need a lawyer, if I need a cook, if I need a carpenter, if I need, just name it. If I need a DJ, if I need for my annual, there is no reason why I can't get on the phone, get on a group page and find who I need. Especially the money that is spent on this platform. There are billions of dollars that go on the MC set. Nobody should be homeless. Nobody should be without a job. Nobody should be hungry. We got too much going on. There isn't. We have our own economy. Our own economy. But we're not taking advantage of it and utilizing it where we understand if I make this circle should be able to take care of me and vice versa, because we network. And if you don't network, you don't work. That's the problem. That's a problem. If you MC, if you don't understand you making connections, you don't get it. I don't care about your Harley.
That's right. That's right. Hey, look. Hey, man, we done said some powerful stuff tonight. For real, for real. So, brief, real quick, brief summary of what we talked about, because I don't want I don't want the viewers to think that we're on NC versus what we were talking about. But everybody that's up here, everybody who's viewing, everybody who's going to continue to watch this show in the future tense, basically take care of yourself because this man right here has spent over an hour with us, and every curveball that you could think of that we've asked, he's had.
So, and it's simple too. One remedy, Frost helped me out. Some juice, some kind of lime juice, some sprinkles, some cayenne or something like that, and a little bit of shaboom shabam and some woom woom, and yeah, you get rid of it. So, I mean, I'm very intrigued. I'm very excited to start this journey. You know what I'm saying? Because like Frost was saying, started with the mental health Mondays, right? And then we're gonna follow it up with physical. So we got the mental and the physical dual, and knowledge is free as long as you partake in it. So we can preach this all day long, but at the end of the day, it's up to the masses to do their due diligence and reach out to you and reach out to us via email right down there at Kickstands Down. You can reach us on our Facebook page. You can reach us on TikTok. You can reach us by phone if you're lucky enough to have it. Whatever, man. We're available out here and we're at your beck and call. But we've definitely reached about the hour and 10-minute mark. Don't want to hold the audience up too late. But since we do have guests, we would like for y'all to do the proper closing out. Me and Frost will go first. Frost, you want me to spark it or you want to spark it? All right, I'll start. All right, so look, a lot was said, so I'll keep it real simple. All right. Fake love is worse than real hate out here, ladies and gentlemen. I say it all the time. It was a gift from my late great brother, Scout. He gave it to me even when he wasn't here. So I'm going to continue to say it, and I want you guys to continue to believe it and live by it. With that being said, take care of yourself, take care of your health, drink plenty of water, get your head straight. It's your boy Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully. I'm out of here.
As you all know, reputation speaks for itself. It's your boy Frost. You know, coming on here, we wasn't expecting to have the controversial show as we did. Nah, I'm fucking lying. We always about that controversy around here. We love to keep it going. We want to get Brother Surf back, let him keep going with what he's got to do, and let's just keep passing on the knowledge and the messages that's coming out there. Take care of yourself. I seen a comment earlier that said you can't ride if you ain't healthy. And honestly, I've seen some people that have let themselves get into that health to where they just can't ride anymore. That being said, take care of yourself. Everybody have a blessed night. I'm going to pass it over to Archbishop and let him give his piece. And then we will let Brother Surf give his shout outs and say goodbye as well.
Well, let's say, you know what, man, this was, I kind of enjoyed this show, man. I'm glad that you invited me. I mean, I learned quite a bit from Surf. Like I said, when the show's over with, I want to get his information, man, so I can get a hold of him, especially with that drink that he was talking about. I want to kind of get in his brain a little bit and see what all he's talking about with that. Because I kind of jumped in the show a little later, but yeah, I want to get with him. But you know, what I mean, like always, man, I appreciate y'all letting me join you. And like I said, to the ones who don't know me, I'm Archbishop, 1%er, host of the Diamond Effect. So you get a chance, go on there, kick it with me for a little bit. We talk about some stuff that's a little it's not unorthodox, but it's fact. You know, and it's stuff that everybody needs to know, and a lot of stuff that you've been searching to know and haven't found the answers to. We've been dropping it over there. So So on Wednesdays, 8 p.m., you ain't doing nothing. Kick over to the Dominant Effect and come holler at us, and we'll see what you learn when you leave. I guarantee you'll be way smarter when you end that show than you was when you started. So to everybody, peace and love, everybody. I appreciate it.
Basically, I hope that you all learned something from my wisdom. And for everyone that, if you all are in need of any health advice, or you want to try some of my supplements or get some of my artwork, there's two things you can do. You can go to my page, We Ride Biker for Life fan page on Facebook. You can check out the show on YouTube, We Ride Biker for Life, the series. And you'll see all the stuff that I do. Or if you all, and he just said on that TikTok, go to We Ride BFL. You want to see the stuff, but also the We Ride for a Cure page on YouTube. That's the basis of everything that I talk about. There's 10 videos on there now. It's about another 10. I'm still loading them up, and it gives you the basic instructions. My objective is, me being on this set, and I love it so much, we still got to take care of ourselves health-wise. And if I can educate you and give you some game, knowledge with a flair, and it benefits you, I did what I was supposed to do. With that, I command you to be great. I command you to be prosperous. I command you to be greater today than you were yesterday. And thank you all for hanging in there with me. I know I'm long-winded, but I think y'all get the message.
I'm going in. We don't do all of that talking, but we going in. Yeah, everything's the goal, and I'm on the end. Gangsta, 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 where I begin. I'm going in.